Welcome to the office.
Welcome to the Off the Rails version of the Absurdity Podcast.
The after show to end all after shows.
So,
The fact that I just picked up a Coors and then sipped it and then put it down to immediately grab a Monster and then sip the Monster.
It's what you did earlier too, so I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah.
So I found out what happened to my dog.
Okay. Yes. I heard the part of the phone call.
So someone picked him up from near our house. Drove down the road and dumped him.
Okay.
Luckily, my wife got a phone call. That's what she called me about. From a vet in Catoosa. One of their clients found him, brought him to the vet, and he is there, and we can pick him up in the morning.
Who the fuck grabs a dog in a neighborhood and then dumps them in the middle of nowhere?
I know. I wish I knew who it was, because I would literally go kick their ass.
Yeah, that's something that I'm like, I'll beat the shit out of you.
That pisses me off so much.
Like, why not just take that? Like, just immediately take the dog to a veterinarian clinic, or take them to the pound, or somewhere that an animal should be if it's clearly an animal somebody owns that is lost.
Yeah,
Don't just drop it off in the middle of like trees or off the side of a road and be like, all right, well, good luck. That's just someone being a dick.
Yeah.
Like, there's no good intentions that go along with that.
I think I missed the part of the conversation my wife told me about that. I don't know how the vet knew that he was our dog, because we have not had him in the vet yet.
That's true, yeah. And he doesn't have a tag.
No, so I'm really confused.
Maybe they saw it on Facebook.
Oh, yes, that's what she said. She said she saw it on Facebook. That's what it was.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they saw it on Facebook. They're like, oh, yeah, this dog matches this description. Let's see if it's theirs.
She called. She said, I heard you were looking for a dog. She said, yep. And she said, he's here with us. You can pick him up in the morning.
Yeah,
and apparently in the state of Oklahoma, it only requires 3 days to claim a dog before you can claim it as your own. So we've had this dog for, a month now?
It's claimed as yours, yeah?
Yeah, he's our dog. She goes,
you can... at the vet, can you get a tag for him?
I mean, we could get one from anywhere. I mean, but the main thing is, like, I got to figure out how to keep him in the fence. That's where the problem lies.
Without making the fence electric.
Well, my fence is, like, messed up, so I got to, like, fix it.
Your fence is messed up, yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what I need to fix it.
I mean, first off, you'd have to fucking ask the property owners, be like, yo, can I change the fence because my dogs keep popping over it? And get their approval just in order to make any kind of change.
Well, I'm not meaning like, I just want to make it to where I can have the fence where it's at and not have to worry about my dogs getting out, which I think I know how to do that. It's a little ghetto, but I think I can do it. I'm just going to use ratchet straps and just tie the freaking, like, tighten up that pole that's like way off, and just make it straight so they can't get through there, and we should be good after that.
Yeah, I mean, I wish you knew like exactly where they were getting out at.
Yeah, I knew where my little one's getting out because she's little, and that's how it's like. But I have a piece of metal with a ice chest full of water pushed up against it, so they can't get out. But I think he got on that ice chest and jumped over the fence. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to keep him in without, like, I don't know. Basically, during the day, he's not gonna be able to be outside anymore. We're just gonna have to leave him in his kennel until we can get it fixed.
Yeah, because who knows what he would do if he was outside the kennel, just in the house.
Well, my wife, when she called me, she was crying, and so I was like, "Oh God, someone hit him."
When you said dumped, I immediately thought like they killed the dog and then just dumped the body out.
Well, when she first told me, I thought they were like, when she said they just dumped him out of the car, I thought like they were driving like 30 miles an hour and kicked him out of the door. And so I was like, oh God. But no, I guess they just, I don't know.
Just dropped him off in the middle of nowhere.
He probably hiked and pissed all over their car, and then they got mad.
I don't know you people. It's my car now.
Yeah,
claimed it.
He claimed it. It's his.
But so I guess I might as well take that last shot.
Oh yeah, you need to take that shot. You
I
order.
do. I just don't want to.
Well, I don't care.
It's staring at me, and I don't
Don't
want.
don't swear. I have 7 notifications on Facebook.
I don't want to swear. I do want to swear. That's the problem. I don't want to think about it. It's just no shit, Ashley. Of course, I'm close to graduation.
Okay, so this is her post on Facebook. I just received a call that he was dropped off at the vet because the person that picked him up took him to the gas station, dumped him, and sped off.
Dumped him at a guest. I guess they. Is that like a situation where like they just didn't know what to do with him? So they're like, I guess we'll just leave him at a gas station. Someone will surely know what to do.
I don't know. Like, why even grab him at all? It wasn't your dog.
What may have happened is, so this is what I'm picturing because I've been in the situation before too, where you're driving down the street, you almost hit a dog, and you have the thought of like, I should do something before this dog actually gets hit by somebody else. Like somebody else that doesn't pay as much attention will hit this dog, so may have grabbed it, and then on the way there's like, well, we don't know where to take him, or
Right.
we don't want to pay to like find where he is, so let's just drop him off somewhere we know people will be. What better place that people will be at than the gas station? I can see where they tried to be helpful there.
I don't know. That doesn't.
I'm just glad that the dog is okay.
Yeah, I am too. I'm glad we know where he's
I
at.
am grateful that the dog.
I
is
guess
fine.
the vet sent her a picture, of him.
To claim the body. Do you know who this is?
Like he's. I don't know. You probably can't see it that well.
No, you're kidding. No, you're.
Yeah.
That's
Nope.
not
Okay. Well, he's just like staring out the window. They said he's like whining and crying, like he's just ready to come home.
Yeah, he misses. He misses home. I'm so sure he misses us, but he's never met me.
Well, maybe he'll learn a lesson and not jump over the fence.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what happens.
The other day, oh my god, the other day, speaking of, the other day, I go outside to get in my work van and leave, and I don't know why, I just happen to like look straight forward, and he's in a tree trying to like go after a squirrel, and he can't get back down. Like he doesn't know how to get back down. So I had like got out, went back inside, and my wife's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "The dumb dog stuck in a tree." I had to go out.
Funny if you got stuck in the tree trying to get him.
No, I mean like it was like I could literally just grab him from where he was at.
Oh, that's a shame. I thought you meant like he was like up in
No.
the tree.
If he was there, I'd have called someone to come get him because I ain't climbing no tree. But I was like, "What are you doing, dude?"
That dog does not care about the consequences. He's like, no, I've made a decision. I'm going for it.
He's a think first, or he's an act first, think later kind of dog.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
I like that. That's funny. I'm just very glad that you guys know where the dog is.
Yes, I am.
That would have been a very sad couple of weeks just waiting on any kind of word.
My kids were bawling their eyes out when I told them. So
don't tell them that you got it back yet, though.
I already did.
Damn it! I was gonna be like, just let them be amazed when they see the dog come home.
No, my oldest was Anley. She started crying, but she was crying, but she had like this giant smile on her face.
Happy tears, yeah.
It was like, well, no, it was kind of creepy because like her face was, she was like this, but like tears were rolling down her face.
No offense, but
and I was like, ugh.
She has an evil face sometimes.
She gets it from
when her hair's down, she could definitely be like.
She gets it from her mom. Like her mom look exactly alike.
They do, yeah. It's
terrifying.
Like,
it's scary how close they look.
Like no one's going to question mother daughter.
No,
like,
not at all.
That's definitely your daughter.
Like if they were closer in age, it'd be questionable whether if they were sisters or not.
Yeah, sister or is that your mother?
Yeah. So this here we go. It was something else I found on Facebook that triggered me.
Just now?
No. I found this earlier. I saw this earlier today, so I made a note of it to talk about it specifically in the podcast or in Off the Rails.
Okay.
People who brag, I guess not necessarily brag, but people who have to like post on Facebook that they ate edibles or smoked weed, like really drive me crazy. Because A, everybody can if they want to. So like
Yeah,
talking about it on Facebook is stupid.
Basically just legal at this point. Like.
Yeah. And even before, like, it's not cool anymore because everyone does it. It's not like the cool thing to be a stoner anymore.
Yeah, it'd be like going down the street and be like, hey, by the way, last night I drank a beer. I was like, well, yeah, you can do that.
Hey, yesterday morning I had a bowl of cereal.
So yeah, you've always been able to do that.
Yeah, and it's like you don't need to. Nobody, people on Facebook, nobody cares. It's like that meme of like the dude from Jurassic Park, the big fat Newman from Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, it'd be like
he's like, hey, I just smoked a bunch of weed. See, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like, it's that meme.
Well, it goes along the lines of like, especially someone for like me who did it a lot when it was illegal. Like,
well, see, you're different. You don't brag about it. You don't post about it on Facebook saying, "Oh, I just smoked like 4 bowls, man."
No, but I used to when I did it illegally, especially like with my other buddies I knew smoked as well. So we'd be like, "Oh yeah, last night like I went to Sears and I smoked in the changing room." I didn't do that, but I'm just giving you an example. It'd be like that, but it's purely because you just like it'd be like a constant like, oh, what's the most scandalous thing you like? Where's the most dangerous place you could smoke weed? But like nowadays, I mean, it goes along the line of people want to go against the norm. So like the norm used to be don't do drugs, don't drink alcohol.
Right.
So you'd have like, especially in like the younger community, like below 18, they'd be like, oh yeah, I smoked a cigarette, then I drank a beer, a bowl of weed, because it's edgy, and it's it's fighting the power against the man, like I'm doing things that's illegal, but when people do it now, it's just like it's lost its edge.
Like nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares.
But it's along the lines of like, what else can you do that you could brag about at that same extent and it'd be just as scandalous anymore?
Well, no, what bugs me is like nothing. Even before when it was illegal, like when I saw a post about it, I'm like, I don't think you're cool. Like I'm not like, oh my god, he's smoking weed. Like, oh, I want to be friends with them. I don't care. No one cares.
That is true. Like the majority.
It's like bragging about that I had 3 Snickers bars. No one gives a crap.
Yeah. It goes on the lines of the fact that people want to express the fact that oh, look at me, like I did this thing, and then along the lines.
And I don't know if it's just like
aren't crazy.
I don't know if it's just like I'm different, but like I don't feel the need to like express every single thing, every emotion or thought I'm having on Facebook or on Instagram or on Twitter. Like
which is ironic since you're 10 times more active on social media than
I know, but I don't post a lot. I scroll through and I comment on stuff, but like,
well, no, a lot of your stuff is like comedic. Like you post like videos and
on memes. I post memes all the time, but I'm not like, oh, today is a day, guys.
Yeah, like you won't.
And then just leave it at that.
To be today.
Like, and I don't just leave it at that. Like I'm not like, oh, today was the day, guys. And then hit post.
Well, half the people that make those posts and actually say how their day was, it's nothing crazy.
Oh, I know. Like,
today is such a day. Like I couldn't find a shopping cart. Yeah. I couldn't find a parking spot for 2 minutes.
I was out of milk this morning, so I couldn't have cereal.
But then I got milk because I woke up at 9 a.m. and the grocery stores were open.
Yeah. Like
I'm so different.
I don't understand how people have the time to share that much of their life on Facebook.
Well, it's because people get a lot of their dopamine release from the fact that people react to things that they've posted. So like people that post their meals and then post everything they're doing, they want to get the recognition of like, oh yeah, I feel important because 115 people liked the photo I posted today.
Yeah, true.
But then it puts them into like Messiah status.
By the way, I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I'm yawning because I'm exhausted.
This
conversation I started is boring.
S/nor. I'm tired.
No, I'm just exhausted today.
No, trust me. I woke up. Even on days that I don't work now, if I don't fall asleep at 6, I'm awake at 6.
I woke up at 6.
Yeah,
And I went to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm so
exhausted.
this is so
And
yesterday
I haven't
was,
had dinner, so I'm so hungry right now.
oh, I'm sure.
But we had to do this tonight because I'm going to South Carolina, which by the time you hear this, I will be back from.
Yeah. Yeah, I had, so the way my Monday worked is that Monday is when I found out that
Monday.
Monday.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I put I put your Monday thing at the very beginning of our last episode.
Thank you.
And so I did the Monday, and I said, and then it goes reset, and then it starts the song. And it worked. I didn't even like think about it in my head until I heard it, and until I listened to it. The show comes out on Monday. I was like, that's so perfect.
What's sad is I didn't even think about that until you just said it too. I was like, oh yeah, it comes out on Mondays.
Yeah, I was like, when I heard it, I was like, it is Monday. But I just like how it was like, you were like, Monday. And I just say reset, and then it just plays into the intro.
What's funny is I said that not even knowing, like not even thinking about it.
Unironically.
Yeah, unironically.
I was like, yeah, you know what? Screw it, I'm doing it. I'm gonna say it.
How long do you think we can go until we just start making references of our own show in the show? We've already done it multiple times.
Yeah,
we did it last episode.
We're not gonna make it very far.
No, it's been 16 going on 17 shows on this show. Will be 17, right?
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah. This one will be yes. Yes.
Going off of your little number error.
Yeah. I messed up the numbers. That's my fault. It's hard to remember. I guess I just need to make a list of what number we're on.
But when you go to upload, you can see number 15.
No, not on that screen.
No, but on YouTube in general.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't go back and I don't look at our page and then upload. I just go on it and then immediately upload. So I don't see the numbers beforehand.
Do you? Well, I guess you don't.
And then what drives me what's even harder is on the Buzzsprout website. I do season 2 episode whatever.
So it's not even numerically accurate.
Yeah. So what I do is I'm like, okay, season 1 had 7 episodes, and then I just count.
We never even changed that either. We meant to do the first month as season 2 episode 1.
I did do that. I did it.
Did you?
I mean, I didn't do it I just put number whatever, but on the Buzzsprout, if you go on Apple,
on YouTube as well, yeah.
Oh, if you go on Apple, it shows.
Yeah, because I don't even know what season is the Big Night Morning Show on.
They don't have a season.
Do they not? Do they not
do
their season?
No.
I swear, not like them specifically, but well, yes, but not their upload. But when you go to find an episode, don't you have to click through seasons?
No.
No? What am I thinking of? There's another podcast I
Yeah, they just put BMMS 2-25-21
Oh, they just literally just do the date. Okay.
Yeah.
That's convenient. I mean, they do it every day though.
Yeah, I would not want to come up with a title every day.
Yeah,
I would do the exact same thing as them. I would just put AP 3-2-21.
Okay, so I just want to say that at the very beginning of this show, because of course you and me both had a little bit of anxiety about today's show because we're like, oh, it's only been 4 days.
Yeah.
We're just like, God, what content are we gonna have?
Right, yeah.
For the first time, I found content on Tuesday.
I know, me too. Before. I usually don't do it until Wednesday or Thursday night.
No, to go off of our general laziness, we did both find content on the day of recording.
Of today?
Yes.
No.
You didn't do it today?
I did mine yesterday.
I did mine 2 hours before the show.
I did mine yesterday.
No, actually, no. I found my stories last night, and then I thought of the Bleach story, and then a couple other ones today.
Now, I thought of the last name thing today. Oh, no, that was yesterday, too. The only one I thought of today was the weed stuff. And that was for this show.
Yeah. I would say, honestly, on this show, it makes me a lot more comfortable. It's
this one we can just talk about whatever,
because it goes on, because I'm so much of a hermit because of where I live, and I don't want to talk to my neighbors. So when it comes to talking to people, it's pretty rare for me, other than
Yeah.
work, to talk to people. And
Right.
there's certain things I can't talk about at work. And also, I'm like, now I'm the only guy at work because the other male quit. So
That
I'm
makes
the
it
only
difficult.
dude until like 11 a.m. almost every day, other than my boss, and that's my boss.
Yeah. I
There's very
mean,
few things that we're very well, we're pretty like similar on things that we like barbecuing, smokers. He really likes
fires.
trucks though,
Oh,
and I don't know anything about trucks or vehicles in general besides aircrafts. And I can't like he'll talk about like having to get gas for his truck and be like, oh yeah, one time I refueled an aircraft before. Like yeah, that's totally like there's
same
just
thing.
it's two different conversations.
Same thing.
And then it goes along. He's in his 50s and I'm in my 20s, so like
It's a
it's
significant age gap.
I can't talk about things that happen in my life to him because he'll just be like he'll bring age into it, be like, oh yeah, well you don't even know. It's like, well, of course I don't know. I'm telling you my experiences.
Right, right, right.
I
uh,
hope I know I'm going to be that guy that like compares everything that someone else has done to me because of the fact of like I know my character, like how
yeah,
I am. So
yeah,
I know that I always want to like up somebody in like severity
yeah.
because so if someone's like I broke my arm, I'd be like, oh yeah, well I have tumors, they grow in my hip. Like I'll always try to up somebody, so
I
I
had a guy I
guarantee
used to work
I
with
don't
like
like that.
that, and I was like, man, I don't ever want to talk to him because like all he
Yeah,
does is try to one up me. And I'm
yeah.
like, I'm not trying to have a contest with you, bro. I'm just telling you a story.
Yeah, I've gone to the point now where like I'll catch myself trying to do it, so I'll just start being like, "Oh yeah, that sounds horrible." Like I'll no longer share my experience because I know I'm just gonna be
Right.
like, "Oh yeah, well," so I'll just be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that."
Yeah, yeah.
I
Like
just shut myself down before I even get the chance.
I just this is my line when I don't. This is my. I use this line for two separate occasions. A, when I don't want to try to one up someone, or B, when I don't really want to talk to that person, so I'm trying to get the conversation over. I just say, "Dang, that's crazy." That's it. That's all I say.
I don't like that you said that because I feel like that's half the
I've said that to
responses
you.
I get.
I've said that to
Well,
you a lot.
you have said that to me, but I feel like that's half the responses I get anyways when I say something.
It's
If
just that,
someone's just like sitting on their phone and be like, "Oh yeah, that's crazy,"
yeah.
I'll
It's
just
just
be looking at them and be like, "I really want to tell this story, but you're really making me not want to tell the story."
yeah. It's a easy cop out to
It
get out
really
of.
is.
Yeah, it's just dang, that's crazy.
It's like the phrase "whelp."
Well,
You have to be like "whelp." It's like, well, yep, that's the end of the conversation right
yeah.
there. I can't hop back into that. You already shut me down completely.
Yeah, you've shut the door and locked it. I can't get in.
Yeah, that and just a very long like, well, it's like, yeah, that's the end of the conversation.
Or sometimes I just go, "Oh,
Hmm.
that's it." Just oh,
That's usually my normal thing is going
or
like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, is a
yeah,
pretty.
yeah,
I
yeah.
I really just go,
But see,
oh,
yeah is hard for me because sometimes I say yeah to let them know that I am listening.
yeah, like if you're busy doing something, but at the same time you're like, I'm talking to
Well, I
somebody,
mean,
then
I've
I'm
done it to you in this show a lot because like,
because you can't formulate a perfect response to every little thing I say.
well,
So
no, and not only
yeah,
that, but like listeners, I don't want them to think that I'm just like zoned out. So I'm like, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. But so I'm like letting them know that I'm still listening to you and that I will respond when you are done. But it's my way of saying like, hey, I'm still here. I'm still listening.
for me, because again, the majority of the conversations I have throughout the week are at work, and usually it's like my friend Tayden, who she'll probably like she'll come into work and I'm the first person that she sees because I get there at 3:30. She gets there at 4:30.
hmm
So if she has anything that's happened between Friday and Monday, I mean she has to tell me.
Right. She has no one else to talk to.
She's my little gossip sister, her Michaela. So the second they see
I
me, they pull me to the side and they start telling me things. But if it's the morning, I'm working, so I sit there and I feel bad, but I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, I'm listening, but I wish I had a better response. But I'm busy. But like I want to hear what they're saying.
like
I wish I had a better response.
I have such a hard time because I literally do not work with anybody.
You don't know. You drive
Like
by yourself.
and okay, so we have two other collectors as well that also do these. I mean, they do the exact same thing I do. They drive around and they're by themselves all day. Heaven forbid one of us makes the mistake of calling. another one because
40-minute conversation.
we're so deprived of conversation that we're just like talking about random stuff for like 45 minutes. And I'm like, well, crap, now I'm way behind schedule because I've been sitting here talking for 45 minutes.
They get a phone call, be like, "Oh my god, another human!
Someone wants to talk to me? Oh my god! Let me tell them about everything that happened to me in the last 3 months."
Because I do that all the time, just because, like, especially when my boss Charlie comes in, because he's the only other guy that I see throughout the day. No, excuse me. Like when I see him,
excuse yourself on this podcast.
You excuse yourself when you burp.
This is off the rails. We don't.
Oh, fair is fair. Yeah. Next one, I'll just let it out.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a big one too that I suppressed.
Oh, you never. That's terrible for yourself. Don't do that.
I mean, I'm sorry, but when Charlie comes
don't apologize. Not on the podcast.
You know what? You're right. Fuck you. Next time I burp, I'm like, bro, fuck you. All right, let's go. Shotgun a beer. But yeah, when he comes in, he's like one of the only other guys I see. So when I see him, I let loose on everything that I can't usually tell a woman with good morals.
With good morals.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
I can't walk up to Charlie and I can't walk up to like Tane or Michaela and be like, "Yo, did you see the tits on that bitch?" But with Charlie, I can be like, I could be like, "Yo, like this chick bent over, like pick up a box." I'm like, "Damn," and he'd be like, "I know, right?" Normally, I don't like those conversations just because, I mean, they feel cringy to me. But sometimes I just gotta let go.
That's a conversation you have in your own head.
That is, but once a week, I have to let loose on those conversations with another. It's something that, like, if you're a male, you have to have a conversation with another guy, or you will fucking explode.
Yeah,
so many things you have to say.
I get that.
You just can't, like, because you're in a house of only women. So I feel like that would be that has to be horrible for you. Of like, there's just things you'd be like.
Bryson's not a woman.
Oh yeah. Yes. I don't mean to say oh yeah as if like I didn't realize that. For a second, I was just thinking of Rayleigh, Anley, and why? And I was like,
I'm overpowered.
You really are, and
like,
he hasn't reached the age that he can defend you yet.
Yeah. So like, when it comes that time, for all three of them. I think me and Bryson are just going to take week vacations. So we're just going to take weekend trips right out of Dodge.
Just be like, you know what? We're going to Kansas this week.
Like, we're going to go on a fishing trip for the whole weekend. We ain't coming back. not until Sunday night.
Yeah, it's hard being around only women sometimes. Because like I said, I only work with.
That's why I have the closet.
Yeah.
I
only work with women most of the week, and I have to tell you, like. I get sassier and sassier every week that it goes by. Pretty soon I'm gonna be like looking at you and talking with you with my hands and bending my head.
Well, like I used to do pest control, and like I would do like apartments, and I'm gonna tell you this: 99.9% of managers are female. So
I mean, I believe it. Yeah.
I dealt with the same issue. Like I was working with women a lot. Like
the apartment manager in Houston, Texas, was a female, and then our maintenance guy was a guy.
Yeah, well, the apartments we lived in Claremore were female. She was female.
Yeah, I mean, was her husband not technically?
Shout out Julie. No, he did like the maintenance stuff.
So yeah, another instance that is female manager, male maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very glad that Tayden's gay because it makes my conversation with her a lot easier.
I mean, I didn't know she was gay until now, so that's good to know.
I mean, you also don't know who she is.
I don't. I have no idea who she is.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
What's her name?
Tayden.
Tayden? Shout out Tayden.
I'm also saying
what?
Tayden because she doesn't watch the show. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm taking that shout out back. If you ain't gonna listen.
Shout out Michaela.
Shout out Michaela.
Michaela loves to be shout out. She keeps on being like, "Oh yeah, I know this person." She told me that last week.
Yeah, I know this person.
She was watching the podcast and then she heard her name. She was like, "Oh yeah, I know him." Like she forgets that like I'm somebody that she's known for years. She just listens to us because we're a podcast.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
I do. I like the aspect of being like she forgets that she's directly acquainted to me. I talk to her almost on the daily.
Right.
I've talked to her almost on the daily for years.
It's so weird. Like we have not. Normally we talk a good amount throughout the week, but we didn't this week. Like we have not really spoken that much.
It's been 2 days.
It's been 4. since we last talked?
Oh, well, since we last talked, uh, a big thing of mine is like I don't like touching my phone.
Okay, that's fair.
I keep my phone. Usually, you can't see those. Actually, fuck it. You can see all my clothes, but I keep my phone usually around the shelf up there, or I keep it on the shelf above me up here, and it plays YouTube like throughout the entire day. And I keep my vibrator and my sound.
Whoa! Wow!
I keep my vibrate.
Wow!
Freudian slip. Wow. Oh my god.
Wow!
Talk about a Freudian slip right there. No,
That is not something I needed to know about you.
I keep my vibrate off, and I keep my volume off, so that my phone makes zero noise other than the audio that it plays when I'm watching YouTube or listening to music. So if I get a notification, there's no way of me knowing it, which is why, like, Dad will call me, my mom will call me, my college will call me, work will call me, you'll message me, someone else will message me, and I'll get a message from, like, my bank or something, and, like, I just don't know. I just don't answer emails because I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I don't have my phone on me. It's away from me with just enough audio to make sure that, like, I don't go insane from the silence.
Yeah. Now, no matter how much I would love to sit around and talk about you and your vibrator all day, I do have to get out of here and start working on dinner
I
for the
was
children.
I was about to say that I think it's about time for us to end it.
So next time we record, next time I see you, I will be back from vacation. So
Until next time.
until next time.